The world's most interesting, mysterious, and beautiful creatures live in the ocean, cut off from the world's knowledge. These giant and unfamiliar species are a big reason why our oceans work the way they do. Whether they are on top of the food chain as a consumer or at the bottom as a producer, each individual organism plays a huge role in each animal's existence. The Georgia Aquarium allows the world to get a tiny glimpse into the lives of these mysterious creatures. Living in the world's largest fish tank, biodiversity within these enclosures plays a huge role in the mimicking of the ocean's environment. Biodiversity is the variety of life in the world or in a particular habitat or an ecosystem. The Georgia Aquarium's largest tank, Ocean Voyager, is home to more than 90 different species, all living in a small confined area. Although Ocean Voyager is the largest tank on the planet, it has no relation to the sheer size of the ocean. The Georgia Aquarium is home to many various endangered species. The animals are taken in and cared for with the help from a $2.5 million vet clinic. By keeping these animals alive in human captivity, the Georgia Aquarium is exhibiting how CITES is displayed. CITES is an international agreement between governments to ensure that the trade of international animals and plants does not threaten their survival, seeing as how they are an already endangered species. For example, only 4 whale sharks have been transported to the Georgia Aquarium over the years, making it the only aquarium to hold an endangered species of their sheer size. Ecology is a branch of biology that deals specifically with relations of organisms to one another and to their physical surroundings. Ocean Voyager contains a variety of predators, filter feeders, producers, and ambush feeders. With over 90 different species of fish and mammals in this enclosure, competition and predation should be at an all-time high. To prevent unauthorized feeding, larger predatory animals are fed every single day. Unanticipated symbiotic friendships have been made in Ocean Voyager. For example, while the bigger fish and mammals swim around the enclosure, smaller fish find themselves right below the more massive organisms, eating what is on their stomachs. This is called mutualism. Mutualism is where both organisms are benefited by the action taking place. In this case, the larger organism is cleaned while the other is fed. Because the tanks are significantly smaller than the ocean, an unexpected loss of a species due to disease, predation, or competition could be detrimental to all of the endangered species living within the tank's boundaries. A keystone species is a species in which the other species in an ecosystem largely depend upon, so much that if it were removed, the ecosystem would change drastically. An example of this would be a starfish. Starfish are consumers of various organisms, but especially mussels. If you were to remove the starfish from its biodiverse habitat, one would think the other organisms would thrive. However, the mussels would take over, killing off all of the other competing organisms. Our experience at the aquarium, we have learned so much more about these numerous aquatic species that are in our present world today. Although we have only had a glimpse of how biodiversity in the food chain operates throughout the ocean, places like the Georgia Aquarium help us to further understand how these mysterious creatures are being cared for and what they need for survival.